So let's talk about stratas or condos. It's a communal living concept in that you're securing the sole rights to some space while also getting a shared ownership in other parts of the development. Consequently, you share the costs for the maintenance and replacement of those shared spaces. There are bylaws and rules to try to keep the property in good condition and protect against the crazy notions that some neighbors might have. There's a savings account called a depreciation report or reserve fund that everyone contributes into so that in theory the money's there when it's time to pave the road, replace the roof, and other common elements. In theory, this works if everyone follows the plan. But a strata is not a building type. It's a type of registration of the property. It's about the land and how it was set up. You can have a strata that is a rancher home, a luxury home, a commercial bay, a townhouse, apartment building, or an airplane hangar, and more. Each type of strata building design has different shared ownership parts, so your strata fees will vary as well. But this is where it can get interesting and costly. A key part of the buying process is to make sure that you can review all that documentation to see if they're showing good, sound management principles, because if not, you're going to be on the hook if more money is needed. There are also companies who review these things for you and answer all your questions before you commit to buying a home. Now, the Strata Council, or the board, is an elected group of volunteers who are tasked with making the decisions that will help keep the community in a good state of repair and guide it towards good financial health. They're elected each year at the annual general meeting for 1 or 2 year terms. I always recommend that anyone who wants to live in a strata should volunteer for at least one term. That way you know how it works and you can help contribute towards the common good. A strata saving plan is typically guided by a depreciation report, which in BC should be updated every 3 years. It's a comprehensive budget of all the elements of the strata that are shared ownership and estimates their lifespan and what it'll cost when it's time to replace them. The strata board decides that they'll follow it each year when they set the annual budget. In British Columbia, the owners, with a majority vote, can excuse themselves from this process, but they're still required to have some kind of a plan in their savings.